O Yahweh, our guide and creator, we come before you, servants seeking wisdom. Your ways are perfect, especially in how we connect with others. Please grant us clarity and understanding as we explore this topic today, seeking guidance that honors you. Amen. Welcome, everyone, to this deep dive. Today, we're getting to something pretty universal. Relationships. How do we navigate them? It's something so many of us desire, right? Like
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes says, two are better than one.
Absolutely. That desire for connection, it's deep-seated. But you know what's interesting about the material we're looking at today is how it pushes back against the common approach.
How so?
Well, often the focus is on, appearance, personality, shared hobbies maybe, and those things aren't irrelevant. But this source challenges us to look deeper, to adopt a Yahweh-centered perspective.
Always centered. Okay.
Yeah. So our mission really is to dig into what this source suggests makes a relationship truly blessed by Yahweh, truly purposeful.
Okay, let's unpack this then. The source jumps right in with a pretty crucial first question, it seems. It asks, what is Yahweh calling you to do?
Exactly. It's striking, isn't it? Before you even start looking for a partner, the advice here is to focus on your own individual purpose, your calling from Yahweh.
And there's biblical precedent for this idea.
Oh, absolutely. The source points straight to Genesis 2.15. You see, Yahweh gives Adam his job, right? Tending Eden, naming the animals before Eve comes into the picture.
Right. The work came first.
And this connects to other scriptures like Ephesians 2.10, which talks about us being Yahweh's workmanship, created in Yeshua Messiah for good works that Yahweh prepared for us beforehand. So there's this idea of a preordained individual task.
The source shares a really, quite a vulnerable personal story related to this.
It does.
Yeah, about prioritizing a relationship over what they felt was a call to missions, specifically in Japan. And the outcome was, well, spiritual unhealthiness, a real loss of identity when that relationship eventually ended.
And that really highlights the danger, doesn't it? When your whole future, your dream, your schedule, everything gets built around another person instead of Yahweh's plan for you.
It makes you think.
It does. It asks, if your identity is solely tied up in that relationship, what happens if it gets hurt or if it ends? The source then brings up other figures like David, called to lead Israel, or Mary, chosen to be Yeshua's mother. They had distinct callings.
And Hudson Taylor, too, right? The missionary.
Yes, Hudson Taylor. He wanted a partner, deeply longed for one, but the person he initially hoped for wouldn't join his mission to China. So he went anyway, pressed on alone for a time.
Wow.
And eventually he did find a wife, Maria, who fully shared his mission. It really underscores this point. Your partner should ideally help you accomplish what Yahweh has called you to do.
Okay, so first, figure out your calling. Then the source asks the second question, which feels like the natural next step. Are you doing what Yahweh is calling you to do?
Right. It's not passive. The insight here is that you don't need to wait until you're in a relationship to start preparing for one. The preparation is happening now in your actions.
How does that preparation work, practically speaking?
Well, think about Yeshua's teaching in Matthew 7, the wise man building his house on the rock. It's about hearing and doing his words. Relationships are hard work. They inevitably bring out weaknesses, insecurities, shortcomings on both sides.
True.
So, building your own integrity, deepening your walk with Yahweh now, that's presented as the essential foundation. It equips you for those challenges ahead.
That reminds me of another great little story from the source material. A friend told the speaker to basically sprint into Yahweh's will.
I remember that part.
Yeah, and the idea was if you do that, the right person might just appear alongside you, running in the same direction.
And that's what happened, wasn't it? About a year later, they met someone equally passionate about missions in Asia. It's a powerful illustration of that principle of alignment.
Definitely. Okay, so know your call, be doing your call. What's the third piece?
The third question is maybe the most relational one. Is the person you're considering helping you?
Helping you.
It goes back to Genesis again, chapter 2, verse 18. Yahweh says he will make a helper comparable for Adam. The emphasis in this source is really on that word, helper.
Not just like a good-looking lover or a fun friend, as the source puts it.
Exactly. Not just those things. The core idea is someone who actively assists you in your divine assignment, a helper.
So it's about mutual support in fulfilling your callings. They help you, you help them.
Precisely. Your partner should be pushing you towards your Yahweh-given purpose, and you should be doing the same for them. The example given is really touching the speaker's mom.
Oh, right, about the Philippines.
Yeah. She had childhood fears about the place, but overcame them to support her husband's mission work there. And then, amazingly, It became her mission too, finding her own way to contribute, like blessing local women with facials. It became a shared purpose.
That's beautiful. And it stands in pretty stark contrast to relationships that are just about, date nights and companionship, just avoiding loneliness.
Right. According to this source, that surface level only approach misses Yahweh's original design, which was about mutual aid in fulfilling God-given tasks, partnership in purpose.
Okay, let's recap the main takeaways then. If you're looking for a relationship or even evaluating when you're in, this source suggests asking these three big questions from that Yahweh-centered viewpoint.
First, what is Yahweh actually calling me to do? Get clear on your individual purpose.
Second, am I actively doing that right now? Am I building that foundation?
And third, is this person I'm considering or maybe already with genuinely helping me fulfill that purpose? Are they a true helper in that sense?
Yeah, it really shifts the focus, doesn't it?
It really does. The core message here is that a relationship, viewed this way, needs more than just chemistry or attraction. It needs a helper. And critically, for someone to be a helper, there needs to be a clear calling, a task, a purpose to actually help with.
Well, we really hope this deep dive gives you some valuable food for thought as you navigate your own journey, whatever stage you're at. Thanks for joining us.